What up, though, Pride Nation, and welcome back to another Field Review podcast show. When we talk all things Detroit Lions football, man, I'm excited. You know, it's not Monday, it's Tuesday, and Tuesday means I'm closer to a weekend. See, it's the small victories I take advantage of, just the small ones. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a lot to talk about. Oh, my God. Obviously, I got to take your questions today and get on top of that. We got to talk about Pro Football Focus because they seem to somehow, some way, have made themselves the authority for football. I don't know who in the hell told them this. I don't even know why they told them this. What I do know is I wish they had stopped. I just wish they had stopped. We got to also talk about, the division. We got to talk about the division because I think it's important for us to talk about it. I think there's something that needs to be addressed. We got to also talk about expectations because I think that there is a issue when it comes to expectations. And we got to talk about a few other things, but we'll get into that later. Don't want to mess up nothing. You know what I mean? Don't want to give away too much up front. Obviously, I got to see who's in the building with us today. All right. Let's go and do the roll call, people. Sheldon McCrae's in the building. Chris Watts, that dude live. BD Buster, Go Lions, One Pride 40, Dr. Detroit, Bulgarians, Malik Belfer, I hope I said that right. Delusional Lions fan, Detroit Rage, One Funky Lions fan, Cap Ice Cold, Barely Bones, Cyrus the Virus. Okay, heard that one in the long. He already on board with me. We gonna talk about it. We got my man Jimbo G in the building, down 19. Steve-O. Make sure I ain't missing nobody else, all right? Everybody do not get in the car with Luke. What you mean? I can drive, bro. I'm pretty good at driving. What you saying, bro? Don't be sitting up here sad tripping now. All right? Listen, people. First thing I want to start off with Pro Football Focus because I'm tired of them. I'm exhausted with them. They come out with all these different lists and all these different grading systems, and I just find it entertaining. And their latest one is that Jeff Okudah is the most underrated player on the Lions. Really, Pro Football Focus? Really? He's the most underrated player? How so? Really, tell me why. Why would, of all the players on the Detroit Lions, would this guy be the most underrated? Like, I can't, man. I don't understand the logic behind some of these things. And it's not just this one. They did more damage than this. But you the people in the chat, tell me, am I wrong? Do you really believe that the most underrated player on this team is Jeff Okudah? Underrated. I mean, I can name at least 3 to 4. Let me see. Hold on. Let me count in my head. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can name about 5 players who are more underrated than Jeff Okudah. Jeff Okudah, underrated? Like, let's be honest about this. Is Jeff Okudah more underrated than Jared Goff? I mean, Jared Goff ain't took a snap as a Lion yet, and he's already been asked to be replaced by Lions fans. Okay? Is Jeff Okudah more underrated than John Penisini? Nope. If Jeff Okudah more underrated than Jonah Jackson? Nope. Is he more underrated than Taylor Decker? Nope. like, how in the hell is he the most underrated? He's not even more underrated than Tracy Walker. How is he the most underrated? Help me make it make sense. Pro Football Focus does this stuff all the time, and I don't know if they just want us to talk about it or they want to piss us off, but help me make it make sense. He came in as a rookie last year. He had some injuries on top of that. He had poor coaching on top of that. How could he be underrated? Because he was taken 3rd overall? Come on now. We've had people who have performed, literally performed, who get less love and respect. Seriously. I can name the receivers, Tyrell Williams, Bashar Perriman. They are underrated. People already seem to think that we hot garbage. I'm with you, Detroit Reds. You picked 3rd overall and you underrated? How? When did that start? When did we supposed to start to buy into the belief that you going 3rd overall makes you underrated? I need somebody to help me make it make sense. I'm having a hard time understanding it. To sit there and say this just makes me wonder. Steve-O says, I'm not saying Okudah is underrated, but he really needs to have a good season for himself, the fan base, and the team. I'm with that. I can take that assessment. But this idea that he's the most underrated, when? He going into his 2nd year with a new coaching staff. Where do they get this stuff from? And so I tried to wrap my head around it. Okay? I tried to wrap my head around it because it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. And so for me, I couldn't do nothing but just look at it and go, why are y'all doing this to me? Why? Why are y'all setting me up like this to get ticked off for no reason? Why do y'all insist on coming up with this grading scale that means nothing? Jeff Okudah can't be overrated. He's only 1 year in. This is how you know when people don't put no effort into doing some research. They just named the person. Oh, well, he was a 3rd overall pick, and that first year was rough. He's underrated. What? Where's the research? Where's the accountability for logic? We just gonna name people. That's what we doing now. It don't even matter no more. We just gonna name them, and that's cool. I sit up here, and it wasn't even that. Y'all gonna love this one right here. It wasn't even that. Pro Football Focus wasn't even done. I think they gave us the 4th overall undrafted free agent class. What are they basing this BS off of? They're undrafted and have to prove themselves to make a roster. Most of those guys won't even be on the team after June 1st. How are they the 4th best? You want to tell me they get the 4th best class? Tell me that after they sign majority of those players. How does Pro Football Focus get forced down our throats? Every time I turn around, somebody quoting these damn people. I don't understand this. And then they so quote unquote official. I had to put the air quotations in the air. They so quote unquote official. You ever just look at some of the articles? Nobody there watches the Lions. I'm 100% sure that nobody there watches the Lions. It's just if they do, then they need to fire him. There's no way I'm convinced that somebody there watches the Lions. I got Collins is easily the most underrated on the club. Dude has been a Pro Bowler and top at his position multiple times. Don't forget how to play. Tracy Walker is 2nd. I can name so many more people over Jeff Okudah. I'm not being funny about it. I'm not even acting like I just hate Jeff Okudah. I just don't understand where they come from with this. It says, exactly, bro, why do people think Okudah is trash? Like, holy hell, it's annoying. Cornerbacks are tough to train and get. It's right. So you automatically got to assume that his first year was going to be rough. Everybody don't come in as a corner and perform off a rip. So how in the hell is he underrated? And so I tried to piece together the puzzle because I really want to try to understand this. I really wanted to get an understanding of why they would say this. Like, what makes him underrated, right? If you just look at what makes him underrated, it's comical. It's comical. Let me just read some of the inserts. Now, this is not me. I don't even go to Pro Football Focus. This is a headline that came up on Lions Wire. You know, when I saw the headline, I got to read and I thought to myself, this can't be real. Pro Football Focus named Okudah the Lions representative in their piece listing the most underrated players on each team. After his rocky rookie season, the cornerback has slipped so far down the collective consensus that he's gone from lofty draft pick to roster afterthought. No, stop playing. Okay. No glimmer of hope can be redeemed from Okuda's rookie year. If that were the only sample I had to work with, I'd be conjuring optimism out of the thin air. However, we know Okuda was an elite college cornerback, and we also know that almost every rookie corner has routinely torched in 2020. The scheme Detroit employed also wasn't helping anybody, so we have to assume that Okuda is better than the player we saw last season. You mean to tell me that you understand that the coaching was not there, the scheme was hot garbage, all this other stuff? You understand that every cornerback last year got torched. You understand that cornerback is a hard thing to take into, but yeah, he's the most underrated. I wonder sometimes, why don't people just do the research? It's not going to kill you. It's not going to set you back to do the research. Just do it. Or hire somebody who gives a damn. They should have real people who give a damn about the team being the representatives for the team. Because this is BS. Anybody who comes in this chat and tell me he's underrated, I gotta laugh. It just don't make sense to me. PFF called Kennard a DN the whole time he was a Lion playing the jack linebacker role. They're not football smart. Talk to me about it. You think I don't know this? You think I don't see this stuff? Shout out to my man in the mix. You think I don't see this? If you in Michigan, PFF headquarters are in Cincinnati, you can become our Lions ambassador. Well, they need to let me know then, because damn it, I'll take it. I can name people over Jeff Okuda. Damn you back. I never agree with PFF at all. Why you even bring them up, Luke? Because it's a headline. It's a top headline that's out there. I wouldn't be doing nobody no services if I didn't bring it up. It's a top headline out there. And the scary part is they buying into this BS. It's ridiculous if you ask me. It don't make sense. Now, let me just fast forward a little bit, because they didn't just stop there, right? Like, that wasn't good enough. That wasn't good enough. You should see who they listed as the most overrated player. Oh, I freaking hate Pro Football Focus. Oh. Now, some of y'all are going to agree with this, but I'm going to tell you why I disagree with it. Okay? This is the most overrated player according to them. The most overrated player according to them is Tracy Flowers. Some of y'all may go, well, yeah, he is overrated. Yeah. But I can't say that. I can't say that. Not what I saw from that coaching staff. And I can name people who I think are more overrated than him, starting with Terrell Crosby. Been here a long time and just ain't seem to snatch the grasp of it. Like, we even had time to notice Matt Nelson because he ain't snatched the position up. Somebody else who I think is overrated. That you know, Collins, overrated. It's a lot of people. I just don't. I guess my attitude to it is this. Even if you go Tracy Walker's on overrated, I don't know. I'm not like I'm just going down this road of saying if I had to name somebody, I would. But given what I saw for the last 3 seasons, how can I say who's over or underrated? That would have to imply that there was something there for them to perform. How can I say that? What was there for them to perform? These guys may come out and be lights out this year. We haven't given them a chance to see it. The coaching was not good. It was not good. I just wish Pro Football Focus stopped with these damn stories. I really do. It does nobody no favors. It makes nobody better. You know, they come up with these arguments, and here's the reason why people's overrated. Like it's you know what? It's just one of the things that I just want to puke on. I really have a hard time with it. You got articles out here. I saw this article the other day. This is on Fan Nation. It says why Afitu Malafanawawu can have success earlier than Jeff Okudah. Without me even having to read the whole article, I was halfway through and I automatically said, your whole statement is going to be proven by virtue of better coaching. By virtue of better coaching, he can have a better start. By putting him in a different position to succeed, you can have a better start. It's like, I know that times is hard. I know that it sucks to find legitimate things to talk about. But come on now, people. Calm the hell on. Put some effort into this. Put some energy into the research. Because when I saw that, I said to myself, here we go with this bullshit. Somebody's finna come and say something to me. And it's not even necessary. There's a large group of people who think Amani Oruwariye is not going to start. It's going to be Okudah and Quinton Dunbar. And I would be very disappointed at that. I would, because I've watched Quinton Dunbar. I'm a Seahawks fan too. I like the Seahawks. I like the Bucks, and I like the Lions. They're the three teams I like. Quinton Dunbar is not somebody that I'm like, yeah, that's the guy. He's good for depth in terms of coming in relief. But Amani's ability to play inside and out is what makes it more challenging, because now they may decide to put Amani on the inside. And I get it, but I'm like, I kind of like him on the out. But this idea, which a lot of these articles are suggesting, is that the Lions starting secondary is going to be Dunbar, Okudah. Like Okudah has really earned the right, other than being drafted 3rd overall, to be the starter. Like, I'm not trying to be funny, but damn, Amani has put his dues in. He's put in the work. Right? Like, I just don't understand where we get off with this. But the idea that our defense is going in a direction where we're just giving people positions, it's ridiculous to me. It's ridiculous. Let me see. You say PFS is bored, Luke, huh? They beyond bored. Let me see. Times ain't that damn hard, Luke. It seemed hard. It seemed like they're having a hard time with it. I like Luke. He's a cool guy, but he won't accept reality. Okay. Your reality's not mine, but I get it. Can't get rid of Flowers. Contract cap hit is too high this year. Next year, he gone. Facts. You can say Okudah is underrated if you say he's moving to safety. But he's not going to safety, and they not talking about that. They listed other things. Luke Dunbar played really injured last year, so him on the Hawks wasn't a proper depiction of his talent. Yeah, but I've also seen him when he's on the football team too. I'm not impressed. If Dunbar outplays him in the camp, I can't be mad if he is the starter. If he outplays him in camp. Now, at that point, I can understand that perspective. But it just seems strange how all these people automatically got that person in that slot. And I don't see him outplaying him in camp. Shit, he was barely healthy. Do you think Okudah can play the slot corner? He's a safety. Don't have him chase or run with nobody. He's a damn safety. Let me see. Amani is underrated. A lot of people are more underrated than what the hell they talked about. I mean, Dunbar was good when he was for Washington. I think Washington had some things going on for them that made Dunbar look better. It's a reason why Washington let him walk. You know, why they say, you know what, it's been fun. If he was like somebody who was shut down and legit, they would have never moved on from him. They just wouldn't have. He wasn't old. There was something lacking there. He was a beneficiary of some things going on schematically and up front. So just saying. Jack Frost said, get those likes up, people. Please do. BD Buster says, Luke, that's why I like this coaching staff. They don't play favoritism. Right. Let everybody battle it out. Let everybody battle it out. Hold on. My bad. Still got to be on daddy duties. You know me. All right. Amani should be our corner number 2. See, if they put, it's hard. I don't want to start another rookie per se. But we do, I don't know. They must like Marlowe. They must really like Marlowe. I don't know why. I don't know what he got on them. Maybe he got some pictures on them or whatever it is, but I don't know. Benjamin Foe says, how do you like a coaching staff that's 0-0? Make it make sense. How do you say they're going to go 0-17 and lose? How do you say that this person suck and that person suck? Make that make sense. How can you say that the Lions suck, but not acknowledge the fact that they had a terrible head coach? Sometimes, Benjamin Foe, you got to be able to call a spade. And right now, you ain't playing a fair game. You know that the coaching staff suck. They got a new coach, and you don't want to be a part of that process. So, hey, I can make it make sense for you. He can't be worse than what the hell we just had. He can't. His coaching staff looks better. His front office looks better. The drafts look better. The GM thinks better. The moves are better. The ownership is better. All these things that are better, and we are asking to make it make sense. That's 0-0. We got to do better as fans. We got to do better as fans. You know, it doesn't make sense. Detroit getting positive national attention. Yeah, they getting positive national attention, and they should. They should, because they're not the same team. They're different in so many ways. Why most people don't want to believe that is beyond me. But I saw another article that kind of got my blood boiling. I had to talk about it, which basically said who needs to win more, Jared Goff or Matthew Stafford? And I'm thinking both. Why does it have to be Matthew Stafford versus Jared Goff? Why does it have to be one or the other? They both need to freaking win. Both on new teams. Both got to learn new schemes. Both got new coaches. They both need to show that they was worth the trouble. Both do. But, you know, my average Lion fan base is going to say the most logical thing. Jimbo G says $1,000 to get a job. Wow. I saw that on the news. I did. It's their way of trying to get people to move again past this ordeal. But this is football here. I mean, it's funny to me. I was watching Tom Grassi, and it blows my mind. It blows my mind. Shout out to Tom Grassi, a Packers fan, a diehard Packers fan. Gave the Lions ceiling 8 wins. A Packers fan. I can't get my own Pride Nation to give us 8 wins, but a Packer fan can see 8 wins. And the quickest answer he gave is, I just looked at opponents. Now, he still had us finishing last in the basement. But the point is, he saw 8 wins. And I can't get that here. But the question is being asked, who needs to win more? They both do. Jared Goff needs to win to prove that the problem was McVay. Stafford needs to win to prove that the problem was the Lions. Jared Goff needs to do extremely well to prove that he was worthy of being the first overall pick that year. Stafford needs to win to prove that these faults and losing seasons have nothing to do with him. Who are we talking about? This article that says who needs to win more, Stafford or Jared Goff. They both need to win. They both do. It just makes the most sense. Personally, I want to see Marlowe and Walker playing a 2-deep safety look with a 3-3 nickel and put Jeff, Amani, and Ifeat on the field in a matchup. Barnes, middle linebacker, Alex, Will, Collins. I just don't like Alex that much, but he all right. I'm picking up what you putting down. Just don't like Alex that much. Sorry. Will you go and say the same thing about Okudah? Huh? I don't know what you're talking about. It feels real different that Detroit Lions is getting national attention. I never thought I'd see the day. Luke, I gave us more wins than that. Don't you dare say I didn't. I didn't say you did. I said I can barely get this fan base to give us more than 8 wins. That's not me making it up. And most of the fan base is sitting here saying that Stafford gotta win, needs to win more than Goff. That's what most of them are saying. I'm like, I can't be a Lions fan and not say that Goff don't need to win. Goff need to come in and perform well. That Packer fan needs glasses. Y'all are terrible. Looney said, but you said this year was a watch for Goff. It is. They're both learning new seasons. But if I have to be honest about who needs to win, they both do. But even in those new seasons, I'm not saying that he got to come in here and go and win a playoff game. See, that's a lofty expectation. And I'm glad that you brought me to this point, Looney Tune, because we got to talk about expectations. Something wrong with us as a fan base with our expectations. And it's not just the record. It's not just the coaching staff. It's not just the players. It's our expectations as a whole, where we have people who can't seem to nail down a real expectation. Some of them is so trauma bitten that they can't begin to fathom a winner. And some of them are so hyped up on just having a new opportunity, they can't begin to understand some of the flaws on the team. But it's something wrong with our expectations because the standards for these players are going to be different. For a Rams fan, if Stafford don't succeed, this is proof to them that the problem is McVay. To a Lions fan, that the problem is Stafford. If the Lions go out and get 11 wins or 12 wins, most Lions fans who hate Stafford is going to say it's because of Jared Goff. But, I keep receipts, so don't play yourself. Change your name first. I'm just telling you right now. So you look at this standard of expectations. And here's my question to you. What is your expectations? Put it out there right now in the chat. I want to know, what are you expecting from this season? What do you call successful? Tell me something. Tell me, what am I missing? Some of us Detroit fans are miserable, though. I hate the Lions, but I come to watch all the podcasts just so I can express my anger. Hashtag trash fans. That's exactly what it is. Oh, the Lions suck. Let me go to this podcast and I'm going to tell the people that they suck. You giving them life minutes. What is your expectations for this season? If your expectations is for them to get 7 wins, 10 wins, 8 wins, put it out there right now. Take a stand today and set it up so that way it's on record. If you come out here and you got an expectation and you think that they're not going to do good, then let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What is your expectation? What is going to make you say that Jared Goff did good this season? What's the expectation? I got to know. I'm seeing articles of talking about different things, and I'm going to address every single one of them because I think they're misleading and not guiding. What is your expectation for the season? What will determine Jared Goff a good quarterback? What will determine Dan Campbell a good head coach? What do you expect to see that tells you that? See, my answers are clear. See, to me, you can't just say improvement. It's a lot to improve from a 5-11 team. It's a lot to improve from a team that was dead last in defense. But I need to see life in this team. Something I didn't see over the last 3 seasons, where it looked like players just was going through the motions. I need to see that. I need to see wins, at least 8 or more. What's going to determine that Jared Goff is a good quarterback when he's not hurting us in crucial moments? If he throw an interception earlier in the game, I don't care. I just don't. Russell Wilson do it all the time. By the time that this third or fourth quarter comes, nobody talks about it. I've watched Patrick Mahomes in 2 Super Bowls suck. And then fourth quarter, he turns it on. Nobody ever said he padded any damn thing. But what is the expectation? Some of y'all come in here want to have a conversation, and they don't even have an expectation out there. Some of y'all want to tell me why we ain't got this and we ain't got that, and the talent ain't there and the talent ain't this. What's the expectation? What are you putting it on? If you had to bet along, or you wouldn't have bet along on it. Lions Lee said, I'm looking for 7+ wins. Very competitive. They learn from their mistakes and make adjustments. I love that expectation. I love that. Benjamin Foe says, 16-1. So when they win one game, you should be ecstatic. They exceeded your expectations. You can't troll here and think I ain't going to find a way to intelligently make you look bad. Because the moment they win one game, that's why this is on the screen, you change your name. Because you come in here still hating, and I'm going to tell you what you mad about. They exceeded your expectations. If you look at my photo and you wonder who that is, that's Amon-Ra St. Brown. Because I got expectations for him. Lofty expectations. He should be destroying the intermediate and underneath routes. But we got a problem with setting expectations. We got a problem with setting standards. I want to know if some of these fans would actually be happy if the Lions start winning because they seem to enjoy hating on them a lot. They can't handle it. It's like them getting the girl of their dreams, and then they got to keep asking her, like, hey, what is it? Is it me, or did you just a bet? They can't believe it. I'm a fan of a team. I love Kanye West and Jay-Z and Nas. Every album they drop ain't fire. It's a lie. Anybody who tell me every album Jay-Z dropped is a lie. Everyone he dropped fire. You're lying. It's no way. Jay-Z will even tell you he hasn't reached his peak of perfection. I need to have it. I need to see the expectation. I need to see a different standard. Because some of us just run around here having too much damn fun talking out the side of our asses. And it's not acceptable on any level. It's not. But I'm willing to indulge it every now and then. Why? Because it lets me know where you stand. I understand trauma is real. I understand hurt and pain is real. James Gibson say, hey, Luke, you tripping. Every album Jay-Z dropped was fire. Jay-Z won't even tell you that. I like Lil Wayne. Every album he dropped was not fire. When I say fire, I'm talking about from beginning to end. That's not the case. There are some albums of Jay-Z that you can cut on and let play through. Everyone is not that way. You remember when he did Best of Both Worlds with R. Kelly? You gonna tell me that was fire? We really gonna go down this damn road? Come on, man. Let's be honest. I'm trying to get you to understand that there's a level of expectations. And that level of expectations is on the person who's trying to create it. For example, look at Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant said that he was never satisfied with where he was at. He hated when people said he was the GOAT, called him great. He said he never seen it. Best of Both Worlds wasn't his album. Okay. He didn't share collaboration with that. You sure? Last time I checked, he shared collaboration. That's one of the reasons why R. Kelly got mad when he walked off the stage. I'm just pointing out to you that if you're trying to get to a point of saying that they don't need to do it, there's no way possible. I got people in my family who thinks Beyonce, that every song she dropped is fire. It's no way possible. I love the Isley Brothers. Every song they drop, it's not the best. It's not. I hate to be that way. And my point that I'm trying to make to that is this. There's an expectation. It's a reason why J. Cole took how many years to drop this latest album? Shit. It gets harder at the times. And the reason I'm talking about this music in this way is because for me, I'm trying to set an expectation. And my expectation for the Lions is to constantly show me every year we're getting better. This year, the standard is you have to give me wins. We got 5 wins with a terrible defense. You can't come up and show up with 5 wins. With this coaching staff, this front office, that's not acceptable for me. I can't make no excuses for that. That's disgusting to me. You can't match the same record as somebody who's incompetent. You just can't. If that's like me racing my son, and it's being clocked and we run the same time, but I'm claiming I'm faster. It's just a joke. It's just a joke. Shout out to my man Gary. What's going on? Let's see, I got the whole thing going with this damn music thing. Y'all definitely want my music opinion. Yeah, Best of Both Worlds was a collaboration album. But you're not gonna tell me that whole thing was fire. I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there. Sometimes we got to give it all. And so to me, I'm pointing out there to show you this idea that the Lions are going to be X, Y, and Z without anything behind it is unacceptable. It says, I don't know, man. Y'all made excuses for Matthew Stafford for years, so see what I mean? Fred Jackson is one of them people sitting up there praying to God that Stafford goes over to LA and stuff. The only thing Stafford can do in Fred's eyes to be held as a legitimate quarterback is win a Super Bowl. And even then, he's going to make the excuse that 9 times out of 10 that he won because of the team and the coaching around him. The same thing that can be said for Tom Brady on the Bucs. I could just go down the long list of it. I can hear every excuse from people like this. We on quarterback 19, and we still blaming Stafford. People say we need a mobile quarterback. We had Andre Ware. We had Jeff Garcia. We had Mike McMahon. We had Rodney Peete. We had a number of different mobile quarterbacks. Charlie Batch. None of that worked. But that's what we need, though. This fan base don't want to hear the truth because the truth sometimes hurt. And I'm not talking about the singer. I'm pointing out to you, the people, that this ain't got nothing to do with it. See, there's a difference between an excuse and facts. The problem with most people is they don't want to deal in excuses, and they definitely don't want to deal in facts. They like opinions. Because opinions can't really be argued. Opinions can't be challenged per se. Y'all want me to believe that all the problems that happened on the Rams was because of Jared Goff? Really? Really? Y'all want me to believe that Russell Wilson's the sole proprietor that the Seahawks went to the Super Bowl, won one, and got back to another one? Really? Really? What's the expectation? When do you come to a conclusion that this is what we expect from this coaching staff? And if you don't put it out there, then you can't come in here and get upset. If you think this team is going to suck, then they're going to suck. Fred, I ain't even to play with you. I'm being honest. I'm not even here to debate that Matthew Stafford. This is about expectations. What is your expectations, Fred, for the Detroit Lions? Stafford not here no more. So this idea of him sucking, we can pass that off. We can be done with that. That's an opinion on your part. But the team felt that he sucked enough to give up 2 firsts, a third, and a quarterback replacement. So I don't even got to debate that. Your point has already been killed. What's your expectations for this team? What's your expectations for the head coach? We're going to talk about it. I'm just saying. No, I didn't hear that, Cap Ice Cold. He said, look, you didn't hear that it's only one person's fault in a team sport? I didn't hear that. You know, most of these fans talk like we playing freaking tennis. Now, this is a golf matchup. Tell me the expectations. What's your expectations for Jared Goff? What's your expectations for this defense? What's your expectations for our coordinators? I need to know what your spirit say. Not what your emotions say, because you don't like a person. See, people get confused with that term like. When you say, oh, I like or I don't like that, that's an emotion. Tell me something objective. Tell me something objective. Where's the objectivity at? Come on, bro. Let's keep it real. If Aaron Rodgers didn't have a Super Bowl win, we would look at Aaron Rodgers different. Aaron Rodgers got a Super Bowl win. I'm still looking at him different. Since you want to talk about him, let's talk about how everybody looking at him acting like a little bitch. Starting with Ron Wolf, who points out that diva attitude ain't going to fly with him. And he can't believe that these people are getting contracts. Right? Aaron Rodgers sitting up here has had everything. Receivers, tight ends, running game, defense, coaches. You got one Super Bowl. It ain't even come in your best season. Came in the season where you were struggling. You want to bring up Aaron Rodgers, though. I'm going to speak these facts, though. Yeah, y'all ain't got to like him today. You just got to learn to just accept the facts and try to go and argue it. You want to tell me about Aaron Rodgers? Tell me about our team. What are you expecting from our team? I mean, half the damn fan base already wanted to get rid of people like Jared Goff, and he ain't even took a snap in the uniform yet. And they wanted people like Fitzpatrick and people like Tyrod Taylor. Why? See, I'm past the dumb stuff. People want to come in here and have a debate. Let's have a debate. I've offered people a chance. Hit me up. I'll get you on the show. We ain't got to text nothing. We can have a full conversation. You can cross-examine me. I cross-examine you. But my question is going to get answered. People want to tell me about Patrick Mahomes. Okay. Go and look at Patrick Mahomes in the big games. Seriously. I'm not making this up. It's there. It's not there. That's what I want to see, Fred. Fred gave me my expectations. He got them going 7-9. When they win 8, you should be ecstatic. Shout out to my man Detroit's on Big Will, got them going 10-7. So for him, if they go anything less than 10 wins, he have a right to be upset. They're not meeting expectations. I've never seen a parent discipline their kids for meeting their expectations. Like if you demand that your children have an A and they bring home A's, who gets mad at that? See, there's an expectation there. What is your expectation? Because Don said, hit me up on Discord, Don. He said, I'll hit you up tomorrow. Hit me up on Discord. Hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up on IG. Let me know. This is Don19. I want to get on the show. Hit me up. Pat Mahomes went to 2 Super Bowls. He sucked in both of them. Facts. It sucked in both of them. The first one he went to, horrible. 3.5 quarters, horrible. Just saying. Yeah, I don't get it. The expectations is different. You got people mad that we got Jared Goff and they wanted people like Justin Fields. Like what was he supposed to come in and do? Seriously. What was he supposed to come in and do? Just don't make no sense to me. Dan Marino didn't win nothing either. I still think he's probably one of the top 3 best quarterbacks of all time. Tom Brady just went to a very good head coach and a team that was loaded. It is what it is. Luke G, we just need to start from scratch. Someone needs to find a new spot to build the field, have an auction for the ownership, and use Indeed for the coaching hires. Facts. I mean, listen, they just need to. Right now, the new start is started, and right now, what's going to happen is this. It's the same thing that always happens. I remember when the Pistons started winning, just before they went to that championship in 2004, and people called it a fluke. They said it was a fluke season. People was killing them for taking themselves out of a draft pick, saying that, oh, they don't mess up their draft position, blah, blah, blah. Then they won the championship. People still called that a fluke. The next year they got a decent record. That was a fluke too. See, I understand how this works. There is nothing that can be done that will satisfy anybody if you have a certain feeling. Brian Farrell says, what's going on, Luke? Sounds like people need to talk to a psychiatrist for that PT. Yeah. Post-traumatic line disorder. Yeah. It's real bad. Yeah. Like I said, it just boils down to certain things. I want to spotlight something. Give me a second. I want to spotlight something because I think they deserve more. I think they deserve our support. And that's a YouTube channel. Okay? This YouTube channel, what really got me to want to support them was the first interview I saw them do. And that was with Mike Dicker. And I honestly call fluke. I said, oh, there's no fucking way. They got Mike Dicker? There's no way. Right? I'm like, this is awesome. They got Mike Dicker. Right? And I started looking at more people. Man, they had an interview with Anthony Lynn. Anthony Lynn. Small channel, putting in work. I love it. I love it. It's called Jacob and Jacob Podcast. And I want to spotlight them. Why? Because I think that people should be praised for when they do things. If I can see something, I can follow it, it makes sense. Let's praise them. Right? Like, I don't know. I never understood this competition thing. You don't see sharks out here competing with other damn sharks. They just do what they want. Right? But I'm about setting up something. I got to put this in here. Just off the cuffs. Let me just show y'all something, people. Because I want y'all to see what I see. All right? This channel is doing things Totally different. You talking about doing something totally different? Let's just look at who they talk to. Now you're gonna see that I did this one because this one of the first ones I watched. I caught another one on like my work computer. But look at this. ESPN insider Phil Yates. Yeah, he talked to him. Adam Ranks, he talked to him. Georgia Tech basketball coach talked to these gentlemen. Mike Dicker, Hall of Famer Mike Dicker, talked to them. Look at these people they have gotten on their show. Like, can we please get these people some love? If you look right there, it shows that I'm subscribed. Jacob and Jacob Podcast. I posted on Twitter, Instagram, my Discord, my community post. They was at, I think, 143. They at 220 after I did that. I'm trying to get them to 1,000. I love what they was doing. This interview right here was well done. The questions they asked was so mature, so well thought out. One of the questions that they asked him stumped him. Stumped Anthony Lynn dead in his tracks. I just want to give the people some props. I hope y'all do the same thing. I hope y'all do the same thing. One of their pops gotta be some big executive to land all these high-level people. They putting in work. I don't know what the connection is. They getting it done. Orcas, the only animals that hunt great white sharks. This is true. And humans. But I'm just saying, this right here. I want y'all to take a second to take this in while I finish going off. Okay? Right? I want to finish going off a little bit. So now we're talking about expectations. So now I got y'all expectations out the way. Now here come the hard part. How are you as a fan going to hold the Detroit Lions to those expectations? See, for me, I got a platform where I can expose every little piece. I will pull every piece of film up and show you where the mistake happened and why they wasted my damn time in the first place. If a player not where he's supposed to be, I'll expose that too. If you are out of position and you're supposed to be somewhere else, you're going to get your feelings hurt because guess what? Luke is watching and he's prepared to talk about it. He's unapologetic about it. Not sugarcoating nothing. Everybody say I'm on the Kool-Aid. But I want y'all to understand something. The Kool-Aid ain't got nothing to do with this. What this got to do with is 100% asking the question, how you going to hold them accountable? Are you prepared to stop buying merchandise when it's not going the way it's supposed to? Are you prepared to not buy tickets? I mean, how far are you willing to push this? Even this, Gary, makes sense. Come in here and vent. How old people accountable? How old people accountable? I just don't spend money or watch the product just like the Detroit Princesses. Out of the 72 games, I probably only watched 10 games. The product not good. Yeah, hold them accountable. My expectation is that the coaches do what they say. If they do that, it will translate to wins. How many? I don't know. I can follow that logic. For sure, but that's a lot of interviews that a lot of busy people are making time to do. Time is money in this industry. Talk to them, Lions Lee. Them boys over there doing something. I keep coming back to this channel because I'm truly committed to them getting 1,000. We haven't did no collaboration or nothing. I just saw this and said, yo, they deserve some respect. And you know what did it? It was the way they did the interviews. They came prepared with legitimate questions. They're not just talking sports. They're talking sports with the people who are in the room, who are in the industry, who are in that realm. I respect the hell out of that. So yes, they're spotlighted for me. I like what they're doing over there. Please go and subscribe to them. I got to add them to my featured channels. But yes, go and check them out. It's called Jacob and Jacob Podcast. Okay. Now, we got to switch gears a little bit, people. Just a little bit. Not a whole lot, but just a little bit. Okay. Because I I do want to kind of take this a little bit different, right? We obviously got how you hold them accountable. We obviously got what the expectations are. I got to read this to you. I tried to figure out a way to show this on the screen. It just did not work. I don't know what the hell going on, but it didn't work. CBS Sports, who I do like, they find fun ways to get me intrigued. And what they decided to do was come up with their 2021 quarterback tiers. So we just going to go through it. This is from Jason Lockenforen. I hope I said his name right. He says tier 1, meaning that they are bona fide franchise quarterbacks. He says there's Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Tom Brady, Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, Deshaun Watson. That's his tier 1. They're bona fide franchise quarterbacks. I was like, oh, okay, where are we going with this? He goes tier 2. Now, this is going to piss off a lot of people in the chat. This is going to piss off a lot of people in the chat. Tier 2, according to him, these are the top pros, proven winners. Matt Ryan, Matthew Stafford, Ryan Tannehill, Dak Prescott, Baker Mayfield. Tier 3. He said these are what they call rising stars. Kyler Murray, Trevor Lawrence, Joe Burrow. Tier 4, you can win with them, right? Not saying that they got to be great, but you can win with them. All right? He says Kirk Cousins, Derek Carr, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Carson Wentz. Tier 5. These are guys, veterans, and placeholders. Again, I'm finna piss some people off. Jimmy Garoppolo, Jared Goff, Jameis Winston, Teddy Bridgewater. I'm going to stop right there before I get into the other tiers. Just guys, just veterans and placeholders. Where the hell is Jared Goff a placeholder at? It's his job to lose. Placeholders don't have that problem. If Russell Wilson started playing bad in back-to-back seasons, he loses his job. Ben Roethlisberger was playing bad, real bad at one point. He was finna lose his job. Right? But then when he gets to the point where he says bona fide franchise quarterback, and he put Justin Herbert on there, Lamar Jackson, like, can they do it a few more years? Like, can they do it a few more years? But they got our guy as a placeholder. Not a guy that you can win with. He's in the 4th tier. Jared Goff is better than Ryan Fitzpatrick. Jared Goff has been proven more than Derek Carr. He's been proven more than Kirk Cousins and Carson Wentz. He's in the same boat as Teddy Bridgewater and Jameis Winston. I love it. I'm with you. Golf should be in either tier 4, you can win with them, or no, tier 3 is rising stars. Tier 3 is rising stars. Now, if you say he's a rising star, I ain't mad at you. But after we get past tier that, you know, where he's a placeholder, they get to tier 6. And it gets intriguing because this finna piss off some more people, especially people like JT. JT for not feel this one. Tier 6 is good luck. He literally just got good luck. 2 words, good luck. The quarterbacks in tier 6, Ben Roethlisberger, Daniel Jones, Sam Darnold, Andy Dalton. This is intriguing to me. This is intriguing to me. All right. This is funny, right? Watch this. Tier 7. Tier 7. The jury is out. Zach Wilson. Can he take a damn snap? Can he take a damn snap? Tua, I'm not even Tua, Mac Jones, Jalen Hurts. Lions fans, y'all still thinking Jared Goff is a placeholder? He's in tier 5. Why is Jared Goff not in the tier of you can win with him? So you can win with Ryan Fitzpatrick, but you can't win with Jared Goff? Who comes up with this stuff? Every time the Lions take 400 steps forward, it's somebody who want to bring them back down. Why? Why is it that every time the Lions decide to do something that's smart and right, we got to find some way to dimmy them down some kind of way? Like it's not good enough for them to be in a successful process. 7 tiers. 7 tiers. And Goff is in the placeholder tier, 5th tier. I'm amazed. I'm dumbfounded by the logic behind this. If we just take a second as a fan base and see the same thing, and just see the same thing that's been happening with this team, I think you'll find that they have something to prove. They have something to show for. But to go through these tiers and look at these, it's crazy to me. Who's the clown that made this list? Jason Lockefor for CBS. Luke, fans be snorting boo-boo and crack. Lamar needs to develop that arm more instead of running into damaged places. I've seen him run with receivers open. I'm not even making it up. I've seen people wide open and he just took off. And I'm like, yep, here we go with this. God forbid I say something. The year he won MVP, I was like, y'all realize that the reason he was able to run like that was because they had 2 monster running backs. Like Ingram and Edwards did more for that team than he got to the playoff. They shut that run game down. He played his game and they lost. Tua, I don't want to say it too early, but I don't think he is it. A lot of people wanted Tua in Detroit. Laugh at my Big Ben, 39 years old, carried the team with no run game and the injury offensive line more than any quarterback with 41 attempts per game with a receiving core that dropped 41 passes and 7 dropped touchdowns. Well, not to Jason Lockefor. not to Jason. Jason say he don't care about that. Jason, what Jason wants you to know is this. Jason says, good luck with Ben Roethlisberger. I'm just saying. That dude did more in 3 years than Matthew Stafford did in 12 when he was here. Man, you got to stop letting Matthew Stafford occupy headspace. I'm just going to put it out there. Lamar has been getting really good at passing, but when it's a slot receiver, it's the only valuable receiver on the roster. Like if Dez Bryant's your number 2, then yikes. Man, he had weapons. We're not going to play that game. He had weapons. He had a run game. He's had a defense. We're not going to play them games. Goff is going to be the game manager. He will not be expected to win the games on his own. And every quarterback should be that way. That's why Russell Wilson got as far as he did. Go and look at Russell Wilson's best season. They didn't go to Super Bowl. Look at his best seasons. In his best seasons, they didn't go to the Super Bowl. I'm not making it up. I'm just telling you the truth. Just putting it out there. I agree with you, Ramon New Age. New place, fresh start. I think he's in the right environment. That's all it boiled down to. I think Detroit would rather give Tate a chance before Daz. I would bring Golden Tate back. William Birch, he gets his ring. He gets his bell ring. Watch out. Their whole team stinks. This is another article I want to bring it up. Thanks. I'm about to say this right. Zach's Ian. He says, I'm worried about our strong safety position. Then right guard, Bobby McCain and Trey Turner could come in and make impact. I'm okay on Trey Turner. I'm okay on Bobby McCain, on both of them. The reason I say that is because I agree with you. Our hole is at safety. Now, this one article say our biggest hole is at the receiver spot. I'm not buying that. I'm just not. But I will tell you this. In terms of the guard position, it's going to be Big V. You cannot invest any more money into it until you get Big V's contract up off these books. And so since you got that money on the books, you got to give him a shot at guard. If he don't pan out, then guess what? You now have other people like Logan Steinberg. You have, let me see, who else you can put up in there? You got Matt Nelson. They got people that they can move around and give a shot at that position. So I don't know about that, but the strong safety spot is the biggest hole we got. It's going to be Marlowe or I hate to say it, Will Harris. It's going to be somebody like that. But at the end of the day, you're right. That is a hole for us that we have. At this point, I'm taking y'all questions. Any questions y'all got, toss them in the chat. The Lions really need to sign a starting safety if they want to win some games. The safety position is looking weak. It does look suspect as hell. 3 decent O-linemen to compete. 4 good O-linemen to compete. I respect Frank. I respect Taylor. I respect Jonah Jackson. I respect Sewell. Big V, I will tell you this. He looks better as a guard than he do as a tackle. Goff is motivated by them trading him, which pissed him off. He comes back with Holmes, which he will run through a wall for. Holmes will make sure Goff is great. Good point. Holden, they brought in Alex Brown. Yeah, those guys won't make the final roster. It's just not gonna happen. Now Vaccaro, yeah, we can talk about him. I think he fits us better than the other people, but 100%. Big West Kevin says, I'm not worried about our receivers. It's our safeties and linebackers that scare me. Right. Not according to some of these other people out here writing for us. We need safety bad. Boston. I'm good on Boston. I would rather have Vaccaro. But that's just me. Julio Jones for a 2nd and a 5th in next year's draft. Do you do it? Nope. For what? So you're taking on his big contract too, huh? To take on Julio Jones' big contract, bring him in to do what? Be hurt a bunch of games? I mean, what are we doing? Why are we giving up a 2nd-round pick for a receiver? Receivers come a dime a dozen. We just literally picked up at least 100 of them as undrafted free agents. I just don't see the logic in trading for Julio Jones. I meant 3 guys to compete at right guard: Crosby, Steinberg, and Big V. Crosby, they're trying to trade. They're trying to trade Crosby. So I don't see that happening. Let me see. The safeties will come in after the preseason game. Watch. I think so too. I think they're waiting for that roster to get cut. You can't keep all these people. I think some trades is coming down the pipeline too for a safety. We will get linebackers at the preseason games, fellas. It's a lot of work that's left to do. You just can't get it all done right now. Let me see. Reeves, Maidman, Collins, Byrne, Anzalone. Luke, what do you like about Vaccaro? He can actually cover, and he doesn't have a problem conceding his role. So what you can't have is a person who comes in here and sees us as a loser. I've seen Kenny Vaccaro go into some bad situations, and he's treated it like, hey, I can make this team a winner. I can make this team better. I can do my job. I've seen him concede his pride off to the side for the betterment of the team. So I like that leadership quality that it brings. I like the fact that he's aware of what's going on, and he got some coverage skills that I can count on to work. Now, are they like Hall of Fame? No. But is it decent enough for him to be able to play in that box if you need him to? Yes. Is it decent enough for him to be able to drop from out that box back into deep coverage? Yes. So that's what I like about him. I think we'll be okay, Luke, because we have great coaches, and I think they will put people in the right place. I think that's true as well. Julio don't score. Don't at me. Or I'm not going to at you at all. We won't waste our cap space on old injured receivers. It don't make sense to do it anyway. Luke, so where is Melo Fanawan going to play? He's going to play a little bit of everywhere, honestly. He's going to be in that third safety position. He's going to be in that cornerback 2 position, cornerback 1 position. So you got to understand, they're going to use him where they need him. If they got a receiver that needs to be beat up at the line of scrimmage, because Okudah gave a lot of free releases last year, hopefully he stopped that this year, then they'll put him out there. When we go up against some of these teams with these big receivers, he'll be the guy going against them, especially when we get into that red zone. So he's going to get his playing time, but they're going to make sure that they don't just thrust him in there and destroy him. Let's see. What else y'all got for me? What do you think about putting Iffy, our corner, at strong safety? I think he is a safety, and I would be okay with him playing safety. I think the Lions will use him at times as a safety. Where he stayed there as a full-time safety, that's the question. It just makes sense to me. So I'm picking up what you're putting down. Ty is a better scheme fit than Julio, I think. Yeah. Well, hey, he gets yards, but he don't get to the end zone. Well, there's a lot of reasons behind it, but I do follow what you're saying. I just don't think it's worth the pick. You think the safety we trading for is Marcus Williams? No. Nope. There's some other people I think could be available, but I'm monitoring to see where it's at before I tell you. Did anyone else know that Bo Benshaw is not on the team anymore and he's in Washington? Yes, I did. Yep, I did know that he's on Washington. I don't know if he's going to stay there, but we'll see. Do you believe that Crosby rumor? Yes, I do. You talking about getting over $2 million in money? Yeah, he got to go. It's a money issue. It's what it boiled down to. Let's be honest. What's the difference between Terrell Crosby and Matt Nelson? I'll wait. What's the difference? He a swing tackle? Okay, well, Matt Nelson a swing tackle. He can play guard? Okay, well, I ain't seen it. So, yeah, I think that rumor is true. Let's see. Any safeties on your radar in 2022 draft? It's a few, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't like to point it out like that until they declare. Because some people may not come out. So I don't know. Let me see. Make sure I ain't missed nothing now. Malik Hooker is worth the risk on a cheap prove-it deal. He's absolutely worth the risk. I mean, you probably wouldn't have to give him $1 million. Can't stay healthy. I still think Josh Gordon could come in and compete for a top 4 receiver. The dude has been no, he's not there. No. They tried everything on New England. Everything. No. We done with that experiment. Nope. Jordan Battle, I'm a fan of. Let me see. Luke, who you think is going to lead our team in receiving touchdowns? Amon-Ra St. Brown. Y'all don't understand how strategic he is in getting open. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. And it's man, you can't beat it. You can't beat it. So 100% of it is what you want to do. So you can't beat it. ODB for cheap could be fun. Listen, stop naming these damn divas. Our receiving core is not that bad. It's not that bad. Tyrell Williams is not no slouch. Injuries is why he's here. Bashard Perriman has had his fair share of drop passes, but if you play off, we're gonna kill you underneath with Amon-Ra, with Swift, and with TJ Hockenson. You come up, those two guys will take the top off. Odell Beckham Jr. is not an option for the Detroit Lions at all, and should not be. The moment he don't get the ball, he whines and cries. He went to a team full of receivers, got all hype. I'm with my boy. We hype. Soon the ball didn't come his way. He was talking about Baker. The Lions ain't stupid. They're not bringing nobody in with that. It just don't make no sense to do it that way. The psychological state of this team centers around Holmes, Dorsey, Campbell, Lynn, and Spielman. The Lions will win sooner than later. That is my expectation. These are solid man and leader. Well, Cal, you say less. I'm with you. Malik Mills says, what position did the Bills Fralick play? Bill Fralick. Who are you talking about? Let me try to figure out what you're talking about. Let me try to figure this out. Bill Fralick. That ain't even ringing a bell in my head. Let me see. Detroit Lions National Football League. Oh, damn, you got to go all the way back. 1985. Jesus. Looks like he played linebacker. That team is not that memorable for me, but yeah. Let me see. Let me make sure I ain't missing nothing. Luke, I can see us getting 2 thirds and a fifth for Crosby or a second, third, and a fifth for him. If teams is desperate, I'm not going to argue against you no more, Jimbo G. You've been on it, bro. Not for make me look dumb twice. Well, Marcus Williams is a free safety next year. You mean free agent? Then cool. I'm glad it's not 4 games in the preseason. I know. I think we need preseason, but 4 games is unnecessary. Why is Mitchell Schwartz still a free agent? He inconsistent. That's why. He's inconsistent. And what I mean by inconsistent, he's either hurt or when he is playing, he's playing good, but when he's down, he's down. He ain't been the same since he started getting hurt. Do you think it's too early to think about next year, Luke? No, because real people are forward thinkers. You have to think about now and next year and the year after. The plan has to be visual for the future, to be the future. So no. Let me see. Josh Gordon had more chances than Tim Tebow. This is true. I was thinking the same thing. Let's see. Make sure I ain't skipping them. I'm going down to the bottom now, y'all. Shout out to my mans. This is either Real or Andrew or both. But shout out to Real Detroit Lions fans. They are featured on my channel. They're part of the DSA family. If you ain't subscribed to them, what you waiting on? Let me see. I'm trying to hit on a few more. No one is trading a second, third, and fifth for a swing tackle. Listen, William Birch, Jimbo G has been on to something when it comes to these damn trades, and I'm not finna go against him. Now, if he says it's happening, I'll wait to see. But man, he has been on it. Schwartz has a really bad injury that could end up retiring him. We could see him taking the year off to heal up. Like I said, the injuries added up and it ain't been the same. Doug Borman overrated with Stafford. He's gone, and PFF thinks what's left is shit. There is no overrated because they are gone. They give none of these teams any credit. I think Pro Football Focus needs. It's a business. So with anything you should do that's a business, and the business has a following, you're going to get them to be adopted. See, before then, the NFL wouldn't even mention Pro Football Focus. But because so many of these fantasy football fans and football fans that alike respect Pro Football Focus because they don't know what the hell football is, well, the NFL started doing the same thing with them. I remember at one point, D'Angelo Williams, like everybody don't know this, but D'Angelo Williams was really one of the people to spearhead wearing pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. When he first did it, they fined him, and he said, because his mother had passed away from breast cancer, and he said that he would take that fine gladly. For everything they fine him for, he's going to match that money for breast cancer awareness and to any other type of research. Well, the NFL started to realize that people fell in love with D'Angelo Williams' story. And then people started showing up to the stadiums with pink on to show support for him. Now the NFL then turns around and starts doing what? Honoring Breast Cancer Awareness Month with the pink. Why? Because the fans took to it. You can't fight against it. And that's just one example. That's just one. They was against people having those colorful shoes with the custom designs on it. And when they started seeing that fans gave a shit about it, guess what? They got in line too. When you're having auctions for game cleats that's custom designed and was worn in the game and people is going nuts over it, yeah, not everybody can have a custom cleat. I remember when in the NBA, you had players who used to wear do-rags and name brand headbands, and they like, nope, if it's not NBA, you can't do it. Now they got sponsors on the jerseys and stuff. So it changes all the time based on the fans. You got any favorite draft prospects for the next season, Luke? Nope, not until they declare. They got to declare first. Can't talk about people who ain't declared, and they can't declare yet. Earl and Sherman, Legion of Boom, 2 Campbell. We aren't signing Beckham. He is the definition of a turd. I think that's the truth. Jimbo G is what happens when a GM needs to lose their job. He's not worth 3 picks. 2 in which Ben. Listen, I don't see some stranger things happen, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, William Burke, but you make a good point. Sky Guy, what up, though? Let me see. Make sure I ain't miss nobody. Eddie Lacy, hell no, he can't stay in shape. Eddie Lacy, who said something about him? What did I miss? What did I miss with Eddie Lacy? Daryl Thompson says, what changes do you see in the Lions' new uniform next season? Honestly, I think they're just going to make everything bolder and bigger. And by making everything bolder and bigger, I think that's what you're going to see the difference in. I'm hoping that they follow with. I want to see a black or a more blue helmet. We've always had that silver helmet. We've had the white helmet. Can I get a black or blue helmet? Preferably blue. Preferably blue. That Honolulu blue helmet. I hope they go in that route because they're trying to do it. This is usually what happens. You go from a crap situation, you get new uniforms. I mean, when we got the black uniforms, I enjoyed them. And people hate them. This Lion fan, but they're ugly. I'm like, y'all tripping. Let me see. Luke, do you see Pro Football Focus top 32 running backs ranking that didn't even include DeAndre Swift? Again, I told you I can't make this stuff up. I just went off earlier about them because they do this kind of stuff. It's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. It just don't make no sense to me, to be honest with you. It just don't. Pro Football Focus is ridiculous. Tokyo say people are already making 2022 mock drafts. We have not had a college football season. It's too early. Right. Ain't nobody declared. Ain't no season happened. I can't make those kind of predictions. That's way too early. Luke, I said we should sign Eddie Lacy at tight end if the Jags going to sign Tebow. I'm just playing. Oh, okay. Yeah, tell me something. The hell? Jags is stupid. A blue helmet with the white logo. Man, that would be dope, man. That would be dope. Let me see. I love the black uniforms. I do too. I don't know why people be hating on them. Black helmet with a blue lion and a silver trim. Oh, that sounds dope too. That dude lied to those black unis was fire. Let me see. Make sure I don't miss nobody. Our white and blue uniforms are the best road uniforms in the league. I had to think about everybody else, but I do like our road uniforms. Let me see. So the list includes Naheem Hines from the Colts over Swift. Okay. Again, the most confusing thing I ever seen comes out of Pro Football Focus. Color Clash was dope. You mean Color Rush? Our gray boys, those is nice. I predict there will be a college football that all I'm going to predict. That's all you can do, We should go back to the old logo and just pimp the jerseys. Oh, no, I'm not going to say that. Zach, I can't say that, Zach. Listen, If you look at this logo, I actually like being able to identify it as a damn lion. I like the Thundercat look that it got. That animal cracker look, I was praying that they upgrade that. I would have took a paw at that point. I'm not going to say that. I don't know if I want to go back to the animal cracker. I'm straight. I'm good on that one. I don't know why people hate the black uniform. They do. I don't understand it. They just do. I do like the gray uniforms, but I really like the color gray. I mean, that's fair. Detroit's on big wheel. TJ will go over 1,000 yards this season. Damn, that's a bold prediction. That's real bold right there. 1,000? Damn. Well, it's on the air now, so you ain't nothing you can do about that. The Thundercat look more fancy. I'm just saying, bro, I like how this lion look. I just like that you can tell there's a lion. You can see the mane. You can see the tail. You can see it's more defined. When it was the animal cracker, we got cracked on, and I got it. I totally did. Green and yellow, maybe. Oh, I see what you did there, Old Timer Dave. Shout out to you and salute to you for listening. Old Timer Dave is a Packers fan, so y'all don't give him a hard time. He just loves football like the rest of us. Okay. Rich says our new logo can be kneecaps. It can. The question is whose kneecaps? Whose kneecaps we putting there? I got a bold prediction. We will have 30 sacks between 30 players. Damn. How? It's only a 55-man rock. 30. Okay. I ain't mad at you. That's happening. Damn, that'd be shocking. Black helmet, silver lion would be sweet. I can see that too. I like the old school ones with the lion players on the top of the lion. I take those over the animal cracker. Let's go with the gunmetal gray and the blue and whites. I'll take that. Let's see. No thanks, no cracker lions, and no return of bubbles. If we if we change the logo, I would just like a lion's head. I'm telling you something. I can't go back to the animal cracker. I'm sorry. I can't do it. Let me see. Luke, what do you think? Hold on. I'm going back. I skipped it. Damn it. Luke, what do you think is Sewell's toughest matchup? All of them. Every single one. He's going from college to the pros. Every single matchup he has is going to be tough. And it should be. There's a difference between the pro level and the college level. There's a difference between the college level and the high school level. The high school level and the Pop Warners and Pale League levels. There's a difference in it. If you're not constantly going up in talent, then I don't know what else. Every matchup he has should be tough. And he should be up to the task. And I think he will be. So all of them. Okay. Jimbo G got some support for Detroit's on big wheel. Between three players, not three. Oh, I'm like 30. I'm like, what? That is bold. Damn. Justin Fields' kneecaps will be our new logo. I'll take it. Let's see. I would like to see the Lions add Ford blue to the jersey. Oh, Ramon, you got me out here on some other stuff. Kind of color of the seats in the 4-5. Yeah, that would be nice. I'm trying to think. Is anybody in the league blue as close to that? I don't think nobody blue is as close to that. I like what you're putting down there. I can see Dan Campbell smacking the coach or a ref. I hope not. we gonna need them. Lion fans are horrible. I'm sick of them. Hey, they are who we thought they were. We need some tiger stripes on the helmet. Damn, we the Bengals now? Since we can't do the Lions in the stadium after every win, Dan Campbell takes a bucket of kneecaps to the zoo to feed to the Lions there. That would be kind of funny as hell. If we win it, I don't care what they do. So what Sue matchup you looking forward to? Every single one because he got to prove to me this season he's worthy of that pick. Dan Campbell should be our logo. If he wins, then, and they talk about doing something different, I don't know, but the Lions too iconic to just change. The Lions need a new logo with a more angry lion. I think most Lions are in general don't look angry until they're ready to attack. So I don't know. Sewell versus Donald. Well, that's what he wants anyway. According to him, that's the guy he wants to go up against. Luke, when are me and you going to run a 40? You don't want them problems Detroit's on Big Wheel. That ain't what you want. You don't want them problems. Don't have me making you look bad out here in that 40. That's not what you want to do. Okay? I'll do it for charity. The same way Rich Eisen do it, I'll do it for charity. If people donate money and we run it for charity to give to somebody that's going to have something locally in Detroit, I'm down for it. Sewell and Matt Nelson shut Mac down. I think Matt Nelson could be better than Big V. At tackle, yeah. Luke, you got to do some more jersey talks. Yeah, I'm going to look at it. I know I did it before with the uniforms and the helmets, but I'm going to look into it a little bit more. Let me see. Make sure I ain't missing nothing, people. I don't want nobody to Duke Blue. Yeah, but I think Duke Blue is way too bright for us, in my opinion. By week 6, he putting pause on another coach. I hope not, man. We need him for the long haul. But that sets a tone, though. A lot of people don't realize that time where Jim Schwartz went at the Jim Harbaugh. He was the players really respected him. Like, look, like I ain't tolerating that BS. So it makes a difference. Ken Strouder, thank you for joining us. If they change the logo, we got to change the entire thing. We are the only NFL team that starts with a L. We need to become the Whales and start with a W. I see what you did there. Their prediction on Jimbo Train, keep those bold predictions coming. We can make these stripes look certain ways. Maybe some fancy lines. Yeah, but how are we going to make it look like a stripe when they're a lion? I mean, the only lion I ever seen with a damn stripe was a liger. So, I mean, if we becoming the ligers, then I guess you on to something. We don't need Campbell to smack the red when they try and cheat us. Has to happen once to put some respect on our name. I see y'all want him to get violent. I'm loving it, though. I'm loving every bit of it. Let me see. I wish you ghetto pet. Y'all funny, man. Listen, they want him to smack somebody. They want to see him out there gnawing at somebody's ankles, and I ain't mad at him. All right, let me see. I think I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I think I'm gonna get out here until tomorrow. I got a lot of things I got to do. I get so tired of it. Work is exhausting at times, but I'm happy that I'm gainfully employed. So I'm not gonna complain. So it is what it is. Again, I do enjoy every bit of this. Every person who comes in here, and have fun. I hope y'all do join my Discord. Hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up on IG if you ever want to come on and talk ball with me. I'm always down for it. Improve your mind. I love that. I want the Lions to get some chrome pants. How in the hell they gonna pull that off? I don't want to chrome pants. I don't know if they're gonna be able to pull that off, but I'm intrigued. I just love the name. Improve your mind. I like that. All right, people, you know me. I can't never end the show unless we do it positively, right? It's a lot to unpack. We spend a lot of time with each other. I appreciate you for showing up with me. Okay. But, we gotta have fun with this thing. I hope like hell I come in tomorrow and don't get pissed off. Pro Football Focus always find a way to do that to me. I cannot stand these people. Chrome pants with the spinners on. I'm just thinking about, listen, when he said chrome pants, the first thing that came in my mind was 5 Heartbeats when he came out and was like, dang. Like, you remember that scene? If y'all ever seen 5 Heartbeats, when old Eddie Kane showed up with the nights like this, I wish, that outfit, that's the first thing that popped in my head. And I'm like, how do you turn those into some goddamn some football pants? That's the first thing that jumped out to me. So I'm just, Dang, that's what I saw. Now that song in my head. Oh, I wish it would rain. Nights like this, I wish that. My bad, people. Let me get to my positive quote. Damn it, he put that in my head. Now I got to go watch the scene. I gotta go watch the scene. Is that hard? Maybe remind me of Ninja Turtles with Vanilla Ice talking about some go ninja, go. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm done. I'm done. Today's positive quote comes from the internet, people. You know me. We can't end the show unless we do it positively. Here's today's quote. It says, some people arrive and make such a beautiful impact on your life. You can barely remember what life was like without them. Let me say that again. Some people arrive and make such a beautiful impact on your life, and you can barely remember what life is like without them. See, I'm talking about friends, real friends. You know, those people that have somehow, some way came into your life. You're not always quite sure what the story is. You and he or he and her or whoever the person is always got a different version of how y'all met. But whatever it was, y'all came together. Y'all was with each other through everything, thick and thin, bad, good, indifferent, and in between. And guess what? You can call them right now when your times get there. Some of you have lost that friend, but you know that they're still 100% riding with you from the other side. You see, this thing of being able to accept those people who have always had your back is something that we don't talk about often. It's something that we don't look at. I'm imploring you to go and just give a phone call, to tell somebody today simply, I love you. Nothing else, nothing more. To see somebody and give them a hug and tell them you needed it because I needed it more. You see, when you find good people and good people find you, good things happen. And when good things happen, good things spread. And when good things spread, well, you know the rest. Good is just more good on top of good. You can't do anything different than find the good in life. This is called living, people. Living is when you find the good in life when everything else around you is chaotic. People, I implore you to appreciate your friends. I implore you to appreciate those people who are close to you, those people who respect you, those people who support you, those people who ride with you through thick and thin, those people who were here and who are now gone, those people who cry with you, those people who caught every tear on their shoulder. I'm imploring you to appreciate them. Because if you don't, and I do mean this, if you don't, well, just like you don't remember how y'all met, you're not going to quite remember when they're gone because it's going to hurt too much. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, please make sure you show love to one another, be respectful to one another. And as always, hit that like and subscribe button. Go and check out Jacob and Jacob Podcast Show because they doing things that I'm not even sure how they doing it, but I love every bit of it. And as always, don't be no chump. Please do your research. I am out. I'll be back at it again tomorrow. Peace.